Jordan Tower with JT News. Well, 50 Cent announced today that the next album might be his last album and he might retire from the game. The album's called Street King Immortal, and he's been teasing us with this release for, maybe 5 years now, okay? It's like we're never going to get that release. Now, I came up during a time where 50 Cent was the man, and still is the man to me. I mean, come on, the guy has sold almost 40 million albums, okay? I don't think he should retire yet because he's still very much involved in the music industry. So the first reason I think he shouldn't retire is because this guy's continuously living life and still has tons of experience to share with the world, with his G-Unit fans, okay? Now, he might not be the most poppin' artist at the moment right now, but he's still steady outselling most of your favorite rappers, okay? And he still has a big fan base out here. So, your life moves quickly. I mean, it's been almost, 7-8 years since he's released a real album, okay? We've gotten Kane and mixtape. We've gotten these little mixtapes in between. But I'm talking about an album, He has a lot to talk about, okay? The next up, despite being older, he's in his 40s now. And, he hasn't been, at the peak of his career like he was, just back in 2008. But Juicy J proves, okay? He proves that you can come back with one hit. Fans are maker dance. People weren't even thinking about Juicy J, really. He just had his core fan base, his 3 6 Mafia fan base. But when he dropped that, it rebirthed his career. And he dropped many albums since and been on huge singles like Katy Perry and everything. 50 Cent has still had hits recently. I mean, he just had No Romeo, No Juliet with Chris Brown. He had I'm the Man and I'm the Man remix. And these are streaming 30 million streams, 16 million. That's pretty good. I mean, that's a lot more than a Meek Mill or somebody. Those Meek Mill's biggest streams are featured artists with Nicki Minaj or somebody like that. Of course, those are going to, or Drake. Drake's a given. That's easy. If 50 Cent and Drake were to do a record right now, I bet you it would get over 100 million streams. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't done a record with Drake. That's another thing. Why hasn't he done a record with Drake yet? Okay. So, one hit and he's back. Okay. Number 3, no one else has done it. Is on G-Unit albums is doing it like him. You got Lloyd Banks, you got Tony Yayo, and you got Young Buck, and yeah, they're releasing shit here and there, right? Okay, Lloyd Banks just dropped a mixtape, right? But they're not hitting like 50 Cent's music hits. So he kind of needs to keep the torch going for the other guys. He needs to keep it hot out here for G-Unit. You know what I mean? Because G-Unit isn't at its peak anymore. So 50 has to keep that flame alive. Even though he wants to focus on other endeavors, he's doing that already and doing music at the same time. So there's no reason to retire, You can still do Power. You can still do movies. You've done over 25 movies already and you didn't retire, okay? You have a hit series out called Power that everybody loves. I love it. And then you got the vodka, you got the audio. I don't even know how he does all that, honestly. I mean, he must have a great team, okay? Number 4, he's still connected with everybody. Everybody will still work with him. He's got Chris Brown on records. He's still friends with everybody, okay? So he can still utilize everybody like Dr. Dre, Eminem, Swiss Beats, Snoop, he's still cool with everybody that's out here still moving, So, and it seems like the guys from the early 2000s are coming back and hitting hard right now. You got the Locks that just dropped. You even got a Tribe Called Quest that just dropped and was Billboard charts, okay? I think he just needs to... It's unfortunate he had his problems with Meek Mill, but, he should be doing records with Meek Mill. He should be doing records with Drake. I don't think he's expanding enough, and he could be doing those, making those type of connections and kind of making his shit a little hotter right now. But 50's 50, So then, and number 5, you want to go out with a bang. He's not going out with a bang here. Street King Immortal, if he just drops it as is, it probably won't hit right. He needs to drop that and then have some more follow-up records and really get that I Get Money type vibe back. Once he gets that, that's a great way to exit on a high. and keep everybody just thirsty for more. Remember when Jay-Z said he was leaving after the Black album, but he just couldn't leave, but he was leaving on a high note. You gotta leave the game on a high note, 50. So you're not ready to retire yet. You're probably trolling to get your album sales and attention to drop the album, because you were supposed to drop it in August. But I don't think 50 Cent should retire yet. So these are my 5 reasons why 50 Cent should not retire from rapping just yet. I think he's still got some life left in him.